jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out that more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son, actions over words, baby boy, is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come back sports, talking way too much, world come back sports, talking way too much, world come back
What's going on, everyone? Salute. Appreciate y'all pulling up. We got Errol Spence Jr. open workout. I don't know what was going with the audio earlier or whatever, but it seems to be underway. They're in Texas, of course, PBC. Right off the rip, I don't see any of these YouTube channels ringside. Seriously, I'm just putting that on notice because it needs to be said. I don't see y'all out there. I don't see y'all ringside, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about the numbers all the time, especially when you can't take the numbers as far as dipping in your pocket and paying, to make sure you get ringside and get some freaking media work. These are people who I've worked with already, photographers, all of them. Why do you think I walk around with a camera? Because that's another part of the media business. Pictures, you know what I'm saying? Video is simple. You just hold and shoot. We get the pictures of got his whole back tattooed down now. You know what I'm saying? Southpaw, open workout, running through the motions, giving the lens its etiquette. You know what I'm saying? Showing his due diligence. That's what's up, man. He looks in tremendous shape. Errol's already in shape, and it's about to be the first day of April, so he looks in tremendous shape already. He's definitely not 147 right now. He's still sitting in the 150s. But you know what it is? He looked in tremendous shape. He already got a six pack. Look pretty. His definition is there. You know what I'm saying? He's still holding water. Why? Because you want that water there. You're not gonna really start depleting water until about another week and a half or something like that. I mean, I'm talking about to the point where you really start to feel it. But open workout the way it is. You in the building, hit the like button. Appreciate you. See what they talking about. That's what I don't understand, man. What's up with the audio? Like, what are they afraid? Something gonna happen? Somebody gonna say something? Like, am I just tripping? Am I tripping?
You are watching the Errol Spence Jr. workout here on the Showtime Sports
And then they
YouTube
bring in the
page,
audio again.
as the WBC and IBF welterweight champion of the world is just over 2 weeks away until he squares off against the WBA champion, your Dennis Ugas. All three titles will be on the line on Saturday, April 16th from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Just by looking at the physique of Errol Spence Jr., he is absolutely shredded and in peak
Shout out to
condition.
Tyler. I see
and
you over
here's
there,
the
bro.
scary part
Shout
is
out
that
to my
we
boy
are over
Tyler
2
over there.
weeks away until the fight. Can you imagine the fine adjustments that Errol is going to continue to make? He looks like he could step into the ring tomorrow to take on your Dennis Ugas. And I'll tell you this, giving you my honest assessment, I saw your Dennis Ugas workout yesterday in Las Vegas, and you were watching it here on the Showtime Sports YouTube page. Ugas looks like if he had to step in the ring tomorrow, that he would be ready to go.
Of course.
So
I thought you was going to shake it up a little bit. I was about to say, no, I was called bullshit
Errol
on that.
Spence Jr. and your Dennis Ugas welterweight unification on the
I
line
was about to
Saturday,
call
April
bullshit
16th.
if he say Ugas didn't look like he was in shape. Dion Washington looks
on
good.
Showtime pay-per-view, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time.
Yeah, Dion. He got the shag back. People going crazy over the shag. I'll leave that up to the shagarettes. The shagadocious. The shagadocious fans out there. They feel shagadocious. Shout out to the shagadocious fans. Shagadiggy docious. Docious diggy diggy dosh. I don't know yet, bro. I don't know yet. I do not know. Real talk. I do not know yet, bro. Free Hoover on deck, man. What it do? This is Errol Spence Jr., man. Undefeated, unified, welterweight world champion. Stepping in there against Jordanis Ugas, WBA welterweight world champion. Different format. You know, Errol got his media out the way. And now he's to the open workout. So pretty much when it's all said and done, he can just walk out and go on about his business. If you look, he's gotten a full canvas tattoo of his back and also his right leg. The tattoo pretty dope, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty dope tattoo. Full canvas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure somebody there going to take a picture of it, put it online. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow. Errol has a back tattoo. It's always pretty cool, man. You still can take your shirt off and walk around the street, you know, with your full chest tattoo, or your back tattoo, or your sleeves, shit like that. I hope that's not it. Hope that's not the end of it. Yeah, I guess he's about to go hit the bag. Free Hoover say, will a mullet shag Afro produce man down? I don't know, bro. I don't know what it's doing. That's not really something I'm concerned with. Real talk, like, it is what it is, man. Like, hair doesn't really do anything. It's people that grow their hair and people who cut their hair. You know, bringing the shag back really don't mean anything. You know why? Because he has different competition than he did when he was fighting with the shag originally. Because, you know, let's just make that clear. He had different level of competition. So bringing the shag back, that's a Texas thing, in my opinion. You know, Yellow Beezy had the shag. Ain't nobody talking about, oh man, Yellow Beezy got the shag. Shit, what's his next song coming out? It's just a Texas thing, man. Real talk. It's just a Texas thing. So that's his trainer, Derek James. They're currently attending an open workout at World Class Boxing Gym in Texas. Like I said before, man, you barely see any YouTube channels at this open workout. Real talk. It's very minimal YouTube channels that you're watching in this open workout. You know, I mean, to me, that's kind of disappointing. He has a lot of support here on YouTube. And for those of you that's saying, you know, what it has to do with me, it has nothing to do with me. I'm just saying. The only reason why I wasn't at Bud last workout, I was sent the invitation, is because, you know, I had some other things going on. Plus, not the one with Sean Porter, but the one before that. You know, it was a COVID situation. You know what I'm saying? But if he fights Keith Thurman or whatever, I'm definitely going to try to make that open workout, because Bud will allow his fans to a point to be ringside to cover him while he's doing the open workout. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? But in this particular case right here, I don't see any YouTube channels that rock with Bud hard. You know what I'm saying? You can't include nobody that you see right here. Those are just Texas. Those are local Texans that's there or whatever. The usual media people who I see. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Showtime employees. Errol Spence on the bag work. Looks in great shape. Looks in great shape. I mean, this is just bag work. So nothing to, really jump up and do a backflip layout over. It's just bag work. Both him and Ugas look good, doing their open workouts. Everybody want to see this right here. It's good to be able to either get a picture or video of these elite fighters. You know what I'm saying? It's good, to see them on the bag while they're able to physically get it done, because they're on their way out the door. You're not gonna be able to get this footage. I like footage like this, especially get a nice clean picture of them punching the bag. You know what I'm saying? A nice clean picture. That's forever. That's your content. But you won't be able to do that unless you have a professional camera. You know what I'm saying? And you need your aperture setting, ISO the correct way. You know what I'm saying? And your white balance. You know what I'm saying? You need to get that straightened out. And plus you need to learn how to shoot on manual. Just a word of advice. He looks strong, man. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence looks strong. Once again, like I said earlier, he looking superb condition. Mr. Pass on deck. Salute to you. He looking tip-top shape, but I won't be surprised if 54 Milagros pulls the upset. That's who I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? I think Ugas has what it takes to be very competitive. Those lead right hooks look right. Straight lefts, lead right hooks. Straight lefts, lead right hooks. Nice aggressive work. You know what I'm saying? Nice speed. Nice temperature, man. Nice temperature on this bag. He's not just going through the motions. You know what I'm saying? He really putting in a workout on this bag. You can tell people just going through the motion, but he's really putting a workout on that bag. And to me, he's going more than 50%. This is more than 50% right here when he's touching the bag. You know what I'm saying? This is not no 30% Kamaru Usman type shit. This is more than 50%.
Again, you are watching the Errol Spence Jr. workout here in Dallas as the IBF and WBC champion of the world.
Yeah, of course,
closer
man.
to his
We're gonna wait
matchup
till the bell
Dennis
rings.
Ugas, the WBA welterweight champion.
You know what I'm saying? They get the wheel spinning that Hoover
on Showtime pay-per-view.
and see who's run flat first. I like the activity rate on this open workout, though. I do. I like the activity rate on it, though. I mean, he's put some punch combinations together. He's really have a nice volume of punch output. I like that in an open workout, man, because some people just go through the motion and they ain't giving you shit, but he's really putting forth the effort to get a camera, get a media some lens time, which is great. He dug with that hook. Don't do too much. I don't want you getting injured there, Errol. Chill. Relax, bro. Errol's trying to sell this fight right here. He's trying to say, you know what? The only thing you have to understand, like he's really digging into the bag. He's really touching it up real nice. You know what I'm saying? He's put some mustard, everything on there. Relish. You know, he put some sting on those punches. It's not 100%. But, you know, the activity rate is respectable though, especially doing a open workout because he's basically getting some workout in. You know, like he's in there training. Solid work ethic, man, on this open workout for real. He's already he already has distinct, you know, depth of definition, you know. Of course he's not dried out yet because you don't want to do that. But he's really digging with them hooks, them right hooks, man. He's digging with them lead right hooks for real. And that's probably telling the story. You know, we only in the index of this fight. But, you know, he's probably writing stories right here with this open workout that Ugas better be ready for that body work. Ugas going to have to be ready for the body attack, bro. Because he's tripling, doubling up on these damn hooks to the body, man. But the bag don't punch back. Nice and sharp, though. I'm pretty sure Team Ugas is ready for the body attack. They study film. You know, they did what they have to do. Nice work, man. Nice work. Mr. Pass said, WCS, did you see that reporter who asked Errol Spence about Wilder? Yeah, I commented on the live stream. I said Deontay Wilder. That came out of nowhere. Deontay is he's not an active fighter right now, nor is he in Texas, goddammit. That's the dumbest fucking question of the evening. And I truly want to know. Matter of fact, I promise y'all, I'm gonna find out after Errol get through this workout. I'm gonna call my boy and I'm gonna get it from him. I'm gonna find out who asked that dumbass question. And Errol told him, you know, respectfully, chill, man. It seemed like you've been trying to pull shit the whole time. But guess what? If you feel that he's had ulterior motives, why is he even there covering him? Who let him in? I don't see no YouTube cats up there. I don't see anybody else with a channel up there like this, man. Like where y'all cats at, man? I don't see y'all covering this dude, man. Y'all up here rock with him heavy, Errol. I don't see y'all there, bro. I don't see you there. I don't see y'all, man. Promise you will see me on there. I've been there already. Why y'all ain't then putting forth the initiative and be there ringside to see him work out, man? You know what I'm saying? To sit behind the microphone. That shit ain't personal. I'm just calling it as I see it, bro. But that Deontay Wilder shit was stupid. It was just stupid, man. I'm gonna find out. I promise you that. I'm just not gonna call why he's still in the process of working out. But I'm gonna get you that answer. I'm gonna get you the answer, Mr. Pass. I'm gonna get you the answer, bro. It's like 6 or 7 people I work with in there already. What? I'll find that out. I'm gonna verify it. If it's somebody from Fight Hype, I definitely ask. Hey, believe me, I have several phone numbers of people that's standing in front of this camera. I'm just not gonna call right now. I'm gonna, out of respect for Errol, man, I'm gonna let him do his shit. Put them gloves to work. You know what I'm saying? Heat that bag up. Give the camera lens the moment, and then I'm gonna find out who the hell asked that question. Because that was the dumbest question of the year right there. That's the dumbest question of the year. And if it was from somebody for Fight Hype, I got to verify that. I'm not going to just jump in on Fight Hype. You know what I'm saying? Because you have some people that look up the Fight Hype on this YouTube shit. They look up the Fight Hype. They glorify him. What Errol Spence is doing is a workout, dog. He's giving a workout. Not just an open workout. He's giving a workout. This is him being at the gym. Because he's really getting acquainted with the bag, bro. The bag is feeling some type of way right now. It's like, damn, they told me this was an open workout, but damn, I'm hurting right now. I'm feeling like Marvelous. Hey, what you gonna say? What Marvelous at? Marvelous. That bag feeling like Marvelous right. You Marvelous. Hey. Where you at, Marvelous? Where you at, bro? Is that you in the ring over there? Where you at, Marvelous? Is that you sitting down on the ring apron? Cause that bag feeling like Marvelous right now. That bag saying, Errol, bro, just take a break. Bring Marvelous over here, bro. Give me a break, dog. Them hooks to the body hurt. Go get Marvelous. Marvelous. I know you sitting there watching. Marvelous. You're marvelous. Tony Boswell on deck. What's good with it? They shouldn't allow reporters who try to create narratives for their channel. They need to keep them out. Well, they don't know what questions they're gonna ask. Okay, and I don't know who asked it, but I'm gonna find out once Errol's done with this workout. I got my phone right here. I'm gonna make that phone call right when he's done. Hey, shout out to Errol Spence, man. He giving them a workout. Fuck the open workout. He's giving this is like back at the old school when they really used to get with it when the cameras were around. I mean, he broke up a sweat and he really working that bag over. You know what I'm saying? He working that bag over like Marvelous. That bag hurting right now, dog. How he landing them straight lefts and then hooking to the body. He's not just giving you one hook to the body. He's doubly, tripling up them hooks. That bag must have a diaper on for real. That's a lot of footage to have. Real talk. That's a lot of footage. That's why I'm saying you fuck with Errol hard, man. Shit. Get all the footage you can. That's a lot of footage right there. Him hitting that bag. A lot. That's a lot of freaking footage, man. That's good shit. And you know, people are gonna post it and they're gonna say it's impressive. Which he gave, you know, he gave the media everything. He given the viewers everything. You know what I'm saying? This is a fucking workout. Like an old school workout. Like he really in that. This ain't just no open workout. Go in there and touch the bag up a little bit. This is an actual training session. This is a training session, dog. They asked the question to Fish for some drama, looking for Spence to say something controversial. I hate reporting like that. What you think I see when I'm on deck? What you think? I could tell you an asshole right here. That's in that little a goddamn straight up motherfucker that go up there and try to get people, try to make it about himself, man. Trying to be all, like it's a corporate environment. You're gonna make it to the top trying to step on people over there. It ain't gonna work out for you. You're going telling on people and shit. I don't feel that it was necessarily productive to the media scrum that so and so, ask a man. Come on, stop it, bro. SC say, what makes the difference is the skills and power of Spence. A win for Spence. We'll have to see how that works out, bro, because let me see who else in here. No faces. They go, man, they have what's his name over here. Okay. From the UFC. They allow him to cross thread. Got it. So now he about to hit the mitts. He gave y'all a quality bag session. A1. Salute to you. There, Errol. You know what I'm saying? Quality bag session. Real talk. That's what you give the fans when you about to go in here for a unification and you want to sell the fights. This is a training session. This isn't an open workout. Like, dude is actually broken a sweat. He was on the bag for ample amount of time. He went some nice solid rounds with that Jarvis bag. And now he about to hit the mitts. He about to warm these mitts, bro. One, three. Nothing fancy. Straight to the fundamentals, man. I'm pretty sure once he get those hands warmed up, he might throw some complexity in there. But right now, this is a good workout. This is a good training session, man. If it was an open workout, this should have been done already. Real talk. If there was a Jamel Charlo work, it would have been done already, dog. They look, they're bread and butter right now. They got that shit on the toast, just waiting to put it in the oven. Is that hook? They really gonna be going to the body. I'm pretty sure Team Ugas already understand that. But also, we need to know how Errol look once his target hits back and he receives punches just like he's giving them. Then we can kind of see where he at. You know what I'm saying? But right now, man, A1 open workout, dog, training session. I have to say this open workout was better than Dennis Ugas, for real. Like he's going above 50%, really. He's just like putting effort into this shit. He ain't going through the motions. And he's going consistent. Him and Derek is consistent with this shit. It ain't no big ass pauses in between. This is a training session, bro. It's hardly any time. There's no time gap in between this. It's straight up, pop, 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 pop. Keeping the shoulders, biceps, just keeping everything warmed up. Not too slow, not too fast. Tony Boswell said, much respect, Mr. Pads. Errol hasn't looked this focused since the Brook fight, in my opinion. You can tell he is hungry. Errol looked good in this training session, man. I mean, look, this is only because he don't really put his training sessions out there. When you have a fight that's I wouldn't say in seclusion, but he really doesn't give lens time like this. Of course he's gonna look good, but you know what I'm saying? I like the method for which they took, because this is a training session, bro. This is a training session. Yeah, you have media ringside, But the old school, they really used to get into it. They used to get with it. Look at the flow. Look at the punch flow in this training session. There's hardly any break. Yeah, he'll take a water break right now, but when he was on the mitts and when he was on the bag, shit was popping. It was hot. You know what I'm saying? Broke a sweat, giving the media ringside and the viewers everything they would hope for in the open work. Right now, I would say point blank, this is better than the Ugas, open workout. But that means nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's good that he actually gave the fans this attention. And one thing to note, just because he's not going tremendously high speed, you know what I'm saying, he's reciprocating these punch combinations at a faster speed. You have to understand, they ain't trying to get injured either. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to go medium speed and give you what you want. Show us cardio, show off a little cardio and shit. Let him know that he's in decent shape as far as training goes, conditioning. I don't see Blu-ray in attendance. I would like to see him Blu-ray in attendance, but I don't know if he got the invite. There you go. Catch and shoot. Nice and active, man. Nice and active, bro. I like it. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo is Fight Hype main reporter. Okay. I mean, I know who he is, man. I've seen him around several times, bro. I've seen all them guys. Believe me. Look at that stopwatch, though. Look at that stopwatch, though. That shit just keep ticking. Come on, man. Pop, 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 pop. The mitts are hot. This ain't no bullshit ass training session right here, dog. This is good shit. This is quality ass boxing. Getting to see the champ work out. And a lot of people are, feeling some type of way saying, oh man, because you never get to see this from Errol Spence in an open workout like this all the time for this long. You don't get that. Look at the consistency. You know what I'm saying? Michael Johnson Boxing Talking more in the building. Let's get it. What up, everybody? What's good with you, bro? Mr. Paz, yes, I will be at the fight and then bet on it. I got Spence Jr. by UD, a late stoppage in the championship rounds. Really believe he will make a statement like Bud did. Okay, all right. So you trying to say he gonna be the first one to stop Eudenis Ugas? That's what you're saying, Tony. Is that the declaration that you're trying to make? You're insinuating that it's gonna be a stoppage. He's gonna be the first one to do it. You underestimating them Cubans. Tony said it's gonna be a late stoppage, possibly, or UD. All right. And Mr. Pass agreeing with you. Tony, I agree. Spence by UD, I think. I really think everyone is sleeping on Spence. He said he will make a statement. I think he will. No, nobody's sleeping on him, Tony. Nobody's sleeping on him. Not even me. I'm not sleeping on Spence just because I'm Bud heavy supporter. You know what I'm saying? Bud Crawford. It's what my belief is, right? That's what my belief is. This open workout does nothing for that. I'm giving the man his props because that's what I see in front of him. You know what I'm saying? He looks solid, man. He's in great condition. I like the speed and the tempo for which Derrick James is providing for the viewing audience. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to that shit. They giving you everything you would want in in a training session right now. This is a training session, people. Burning calories, putting in work, getting that pulse, that heart rate up. I'm not sleeping on Errol Spence. Yeah, I'm not sleeping on Errol Spence in this fight with Ugas. WCS, have you noticed any disrespect from people that work for publications, networks, toward independent people like yourself in boxing? Do they talk to y'all in a disrespectful way? I can't speak for everybody else, but do they speak to me? I've had my situations, you know what I'm saying, with some of these people, because I'm gonna tell you, people don't want to throw certain things in there, but it's some pretty arrogant individuals that look, just off this shot right here, I can give you 3 just off this shot, because I worked with them before. But I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to have people go up here and say I was criticizing who was ringside and shit like that.
You were watching the Errol Spence Jr. workout.
Because you have people that run and tail for real. That's
the
welterweight
champion of the world.
Yeah, people that run and tail.
Showdown against your Dennis Ugas.
But I learned,
3 welterweight championships will be on the line on Saturday,
on
April 16th. On Showtime pay-per-view.
You have to find this channel. He's
Errol
not really a
Spence
hardcore
Jr.
boxing fan like
the
that.
ring with his esteemed
But he
trainer,
is in media.
Derek James, one of the preeminent trainers in
He
the
taught me
world
something at the
today,
Tio fight.
as Errol Spence
Not
Jr. preparing for
one-to-one
his
talk,
matchup
something I
against your
observed.
Dennis Ugas,
And ever
April
since then,
16th, live
it is
on
what it is.
Showtime
That's how you
pay-per-view
gotta
from
get down in
AT&T
these
Stadium
media
in
scrums.
Arlington, Texas,
people don't
9 Eastern,
always
6
like
Pacific
that.
time. On
Especially if
Saturday,
they don't wanna
April
see you grow.
16th, presented by Premier Boxing Champions, promoted by TGB Promotions and Man Down Promotions. Back to Errol Spence's workout.
See, if I say who one of the main culprits is right here, people go find out who it is. Say, oh, so-and-so was, talking about you on the live. So-and-so, they would do that shit, bro. They would do that. Real talk. They'll do it. But I don't want to deter from the workout. Out of respect for the workout, man, to train, I keep my mouth shut on that. Tony is one of your top 3 favorite active fighters currently. Yes, Mr. Pass, I like Spence. I think he has learned from his mistakes and will show what his life lessons has taught him. If that didn't teach him, I don't know what is. I mean, I'm not trying to keep on bringing it up, but being the guy who I was out here running bikes and shit like that, been in some accidents myself, seen a lot of people lose their life. I mean, I'm just saying, you ejected from a bike with a helmet and leathers on, and you could lose your life. Then guess what can happen if you're ejected from the top of a vehicle? It's bad. You have residual effects from that. But great workout, man. It looks sharp. But these are the myths, though. Y'all have to understand, these are myths. I told y'all on live, mitt training looks very good to a lot of fighters. It's just part of the process, man. But this right here, you can tell. You can tell the experience and rhythm that they have, the coordination. You know what I'm saying? They feel comfortable with one another in their training. They're very fluent, very fluent. This is a workout, y'all. This is a training session, a workout. I like those single colored gloves he's wearing. Reminds me of the old school days. Yeah, man. I like the color too. Yeah, because those gloves match my complexion. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Can't see the punch coming. Damn, dude, take off those brown gloves, man. That shit ain't fair, dog. What you doing? Take off those gloves, man. Get some bright colored gloves so I can see the punches, dog. I want some white ones, some yellow ones, orange. some green and orange, some purple and gold, something. Damn. Nice solid workout, man. A1, bro. A1 workout. A1 workout. Very solid. The coach, look, Derek sweating, Errol sweating. This is a workout. They still working out. Max. They giving you maximum exposure. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's an odd color there, Mr. Paz. I like the color, man, for training.
All right, we are joined alongside by the WBC and IBF welterweight champion of the world inside the ring of his home gym here in Dallas, Errol Spence Jr. Errol, you look in impeccable physical shape, but my goodness, you look razor sharp. How much are you looking forward to April 16th at AT&T Stadium against your Dennis Ugas?
I've been looking forward since I dropped out from the Pacquiao fight. I knew I was gonna face one of the two, either Pacquiao or Ugas. So I got Ugas. Ugas is a tough champion. He's a guy that been through a lot in his life and went through it, and he's a champion now. So he want to live. He's living the American dream. He want to keep the American dream. So his challenge is beat me. But with me, I want to get that. I want to get the other belt. So I have 3 belts, and hopefully we can go for the ultimate goal. That's to be undisputed champion of the world.
Now, you could have easily taken a tune-up fight after a 16-month layoff. You had an eye injury that derailed those plans to fight Manny Pacquiao back in August, but now you're fighting your Dennis Ugas. That's not an easy fight whatsoever. Why did you decide to right away jump into the fray and fight another welterweight champion of the world in your Dennis Ugas?
Well, I almost had, well, I did have, almost
So
a
give it
career
up for
ending
an awesome
injury, so
workout from Errol Spence Jr.,
I feel like I'm
Unified
on
Welterweight
borrowed
World
time right
Champion,
now.
stepping
So,
in there with
I can't
WBA
just sit
Welterweight World
around and
Champion,
fight a tune-up
Dennis
fight, and
Ugas.
then,
You know what I'm saying?
God forbid something may happen or anything like that.
Bruce
So,
Goes, Bruce,
send me straight
Bruce
in with
Gas on deck. What's
with
good
the
with it,
sharks.
Bruce? I'm just gonna say
And I
Bruce.
feel like
Bruce on
Ugas
deck.
is a tough fighter.
You know what it is.
And
D-Ray
he's gonna come to
Promotions
fight.
on
He's gonna
deck.
push me to that level, and that's what I wanted in training camp and everything. Want
Let's
an
see what Errol's
opponent that's
talking
gonna
about.
push me, because I knew if I was fighting a tune-up or anything like that, like I could, sneak snacks in at night and do other stuff, because I'm not fighting somebody that I feel like that's on my level, but I'm fighting somebody who's on my level, so I'm 100% prepared.
What kind of challenges does your Dennis Ugas pose to you?
Um, from what from what I heard, he's physical. From what I've seen, I know that he's very tough, and even with when he fought Sean Porter, he was waving Sean Porter like, "Come on!" Like he was pumped up. So he's a guy that got this their fighter
That
spirit
Cuban.
inside him. So he's definitely gonna give it his all, and try to best me.
Derek James told me when I asked him about how you're feeling physically, your eye, he goes, "We're not even thinking about that whatsoever." How are you feeling physically?
I'm feeling great. Like I've been sparring, being in great rounds, and putting in a lot of work, and nothing's been wrong with my eye at all. It's been feeling good. It's actually stronger than the other one. So, so, I just got to be just
How was
100%
that,
on
Errol?
point, and make sure that I don't get hit
Bro,
with
did you
careless
see
shots
Phil's
and things
video
like
about
that.
you? I laughed
Ismail
so hard.
Salas, the head trainer of your Dennis Ugas, told me yesterday that he saw a difference in your fight against Danny Garcia compared to that of Sean Porter. When I asked him to clarify those comments, he said
Much respect.
that you are a different fighter. He sees a difference between what we
WCS,
saw of you in
that's
September of
pain.
19 and what you saw of you in December of
Derek James
2020
in the back.
against Danny
It's gifted
Garcia.
him
He doesn't
by,
think you're the same guy.
Black Fight
How do you
fan.
respond to
Pretty
those
cool,
comments?
to be honest.
Well, shit,
Oh, yeah,
hey,
that's
this
real
fighter
cool.
fight
That's real
Sean
cool.
Porter and get in a car accident and fight a year and a half after that, and fight a top level fighter to see is he the same fighter or not. So I mean, who's gonna be the same after just a year and a half layoff of getting thrown from a car? So I wasn't the same fighter, but like I said, even
Okay, then he admitted himself.
most of the
So
top
when I
guys at the
said don't
top
act
level.
like it's all new,
So but I feel
talking
great,
about
man. I
somebody
feel
hating this shit.
100%, and everything in my body is on point and feeling real regular. So if you think I'm different, then we'll see in 2.5 weeks how different I am.
What do you think the difference is going to be in the fight against your Dennis Ugas?
With who?
With against Ugas, like what do you think the difference is going to be? Your ring IQ, your body punching. What do you think the difference is going to be?
Everything. I got it all. Like I got everything. So whatever he can.
They're not gonna give you the plan.
He try to muster with. If he try to fight, I can box. I can bang.
I would have said the
do it
difference
all.
is
I
I'm
can
gonna have a
jab,
fresh
I can
cut
move, I
on
can
fight
punch.
night. My
I
line
can
is
sit
gonna
in the
be
inside,
crispy,
all that. So,
and my shag is gonna be
I'm with
well
anything
shaped.
that
That's
he
what
with,
it
but I'm gonna
is.
dictate the pace.
And I'm gonna have on ring
control
attire to walk
everything,
to the ring.
and I'm gonna make it
And my
into
glove
my fight.
color is gonna be
Assuming
different.
all goes according to plan against your Dennis Ugas, and you have your hand raised on Saturday, April 16th on Showtime pay-per-view at AT&T Stadium, is a matchup against Terrence Crawford in the near future?
I think so. I'm
Here we
hopeful
go.
that it can happen. I had 3 belts. He had his belt, so that'd be the ultimate goal, and I feel like that'd be the biggest fight in sports. For the undisputed crown and us 2 top 5, best pound for pound fighters in the world. So I think that's a huge fight, especially us in our prime. I think it's gonna be a great fight, and so I'm hoping that can happen. But like I said, not looking past Ugas at all. That's my main priority. That's the guy that I got to look at, because if I got to beat him to get Terrence Crawford or anybody else.
D-Ray Promotions cooking casual temporary boxing fans, man. You know it, bro.
Become undisputed. So that's my ultimate goal.
Yeah,
So
that picture's on point, man. That
success.
shit's on point. Real
I'm
talk.
not looking past Ugas at all.
If your Dennis Ugas is watching this right now, what message do you want to tell him, as we are just over 2 weeks away until you both step inside the ring?
Shit
at
on
AT&T
point, man.
Stadium?
I like how they did the shirt
I got nothing
too.
to say to him. It's 2.5 weeks left. He signed a contract. So it's fight time, man. I got nothing to say to him. It's 2.5. He already know it's time to rumble. Everybody know how I fight. Everybody know what I do. I'm looking for an excellent, one-sided, great fight, and I'm gonna put on a great show and great performance in front of my fans and family, and put on a great show like I always do.
Errol, thanks so much for the time. We look forward to seeing you during fight week in a few weeks.
Thank you.
The WBC and IBF welterweight champion of the world, Errol Spence Jr. We appreciate you joining us here.
Well, right now, as you can see, he has the 8-pack already, 2.5 weeks. He got the 8-pack going.
Stadium, Arlington, Texas,
You know what I'm saying?
on Showtime pay-per-view,
He looking
9 Eastern,
great
6
shape.
Pacific time. Watch this man, Errol Spence Jr. put 2 of his titles on the line against your Dennis Ugas, who has 1 title on the line. 3 world titles will be up for
Errol's
grabs
looking at
on
the camera.
Saturday,
He ain't
April
fucking
16th.
blinking.
So long from Dallas, Errol Spence Jr., determined, shredded, and ready to go. Don't miss it in 2 weeks' time.
They have each battled almost unimaginable adversity.
Well,
Beyond
there was open workout with the one and only unified welterweight world champion Errol Spence Jr., who considered himself the big fish, man down, the truth, everything like that. Looked great today in his training session. They gave media more than what I expected them. What I assumed they would. For real, I thought they would be pretty. It'd be pretty mediocre, short, straight to the point, and be very conservative, being that they only 2.5 weeks out. But no, they gave you a training session, man. Respect to that. You know what I'm saying? Respect to that. Real talk. Good shit. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed that training session more than I did Yadina Zugas. But I still, you know what I got. I'm not totally sold on him being 100%. I know somebody talked earlier about potentially him winning the UD, stopping him, making a statement. Well, that Cuban heart, it bleeds different. So we're gonna see what we're looking at with Yadina Ugas. I think people are sleeping on Ugas, really, especially after this right here. You know what I'm saying? People gonna start coming in here. Oh man, this, that, and the other. Hey, bro, all that was a training session, open workout, whatever slash you want to consider it to be. It's just an open workout, bro. But it looked good. It looked better than Ugas. It was much more intensive. You know what I'm saying? Very great quality in his training, etiquette that he allowed the media coverage. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like it. You don't get much of that. You get light. You know what I'm saying? You don't get over 50%. Pop. You know what I'm saying? Work up a sweat. Then get off the bag, go into the ring, hit the mitts. You know what I'm saying? Shit. That's some good shit right there, bro. That's some good shit. Tell me what y'all think, man. Spence looking like WCS back when WCS was competing. I was much more dried out though. I was much more shredded. You know what I'm saying? But I got to give it up to him. His 8-pack is there. He looking in incredible condition right now. 2.5 weeks is no way, no how he missing weight. He looks like he's probably sitting about low 150s, something like that. Give or take 155, something like that, 54. He's definitely not on the 150 right now. He's definitely not on the 150. I can tell by how much water he's holding right now and his face. You know what I'm saying? He's still holding a lot of water. So within 2.5 weeks, that shit gonna disappear. It's gonna evaporate. Well, see you soon, Spence. Let's go, man down strap scene. Everybody seem hyped up. Everybody hyped up now. I see Mr. Paz and Tony Boswell going back and forth. They hype. Look, that was a freaking inspirational workout right there because they got new profound energy. Shit. I see people talking about man down strap season in the chat. Listen, I'm not gonna go and give my resistance as hard as I would if it was Bud Crawford. Because believe it or not, that's just not what's gonna happen. Like, this is not a Bud Crawford Errol Spence fight. So I'm not gonna go hard like I usually would if it was Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give Spence his credit, man. Solid workout. Uga, solid workout. Now we want to see it make it to the ring. He's 2.5 weeks. I didn't think he was going to make it to the ring. He looks good. You know what I'm saying? We'll just see what the next 2 weeks hold and everything. Both fighters better be ready. No one has ever stopped Ugas. You know what I'm saying? No one stopped Ugas, man. Is Errol going to do it? I'm looking at his last fight. He didn't stop Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? He didn't stop Danny Garcia. Who has stopped Danny Garcia? Who? You know what I'm saying? He didn't stop freaking Sean Porter, and he didn't stop Mikey Garcia. So I'm not sold. I'm not sold on the workout, and that he's gonna go in there just because he's giving y'all an open lens to, inside to his workout that is something else. It's changed. No, it's just an open workout, bro. It's just an open workout. That's all. But he did look very, very good with how he gave the open workout, how he presented the workout to the media. I like that shit, man. Like, mad respect, bro. That was a solid, if I was there, that would be worth my time because there would be so many pictures I could take. I don't have to rush. So much video I can take. I can cut it up. I can clip it. Boom, boom, boom. Do what the fuck I want to because it's enough content. It's not short. And then when you're making adjustments from your video camera to your stills, the shit ain't over with. No, man, it's cool. I wish the media scrum would have been recorded. Like, we could have heard all the audio. You know what I'm saying? All of the audio of who was asking questions and what they was talking about. Because why? We're focused on Errol Spence. We're not focused on Derrick James. We're focused on Errol Spence, bro. No, everyone has their own opinions. This is what makes boxing the sport it is. Who is better than who? We all should always agree that we are going to disagree. Man, we have to understand we're going to agree to disagree. We have to. That's why when you get people just losing control of their faculties and everything, just going psychologically off the rails. And then, for somebody you never met and make it personal and then issue threats, somebody gets seriously hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not even worth it, knowing that you have an understanding that this is social media. But people, in this boxing game, they always going to be debates out there. It's just cool to just leave it as a debate. That's it. There's no number one person that knows about boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some things I can ask somebody about boxing they're not going to know unless your imagination is like, and then some shit they can ask me and I say, nah, I don't know. But that don't mean I don't know shit about boxing. It just said I didn't know the answer to your question. If Spence does what he said he is going to do, then I have it 50-50. But if Spence Jr. performs like he did against Danny, I got Crawford by split decision. So you don't change aircrafts altogether. You know what I'm saying? You change aircrafts altogether. Now you're talking about if he performs this and that, you got Crawford. Listen, Tony. Errol's not beating Terrence Crawford. I understand we can agree to disagree, like you just put up there, big dog. But Errol is not beating Terrence Crawford. That's just what it is. I don't want to ruin your Christmas, bro, because we don't know if he's gonna fight this year. Because every time he's asked, he want to respectfully keep it focused and dialed in on Ugas. But you know where I stand with that, bro. I don't care how he looking here against Ugas. Terrence Crawford is not Ugas. Terrence Crawford is undefeated. He has much more tools in his dang arsenal than your Dennis Ugas, bro. He looks like he might make it to the fight. Hey, man. Hey, he looks great. Who am I to say different? I'm being genuinely, you know what I'm saying? I'm being genuinely expressive right now. Outstanding workout. He looks great, man. Real talk. He looks great. Condition wise, sharpness, you know what I'm saying? His cardio, his overall physical composition, man, as a boxer looks great. I have no critique, no criticism about that shit, nothing. Until somebody start trying to change the lanes, you know what I'm saying, and take a vehicle onto the train track. That's where it gets a little bumpy, for real. That's where it gets a little bumpy. Velocity, what's good with you? They hype for Man Down. Haven't seen Man Down since Ocampo. Velocity coming here. Shing, shing. Got the blaze ripping, dog. He coming here like Wolverine. Out the knuckles. Swing. He's right, man. Like I just said. Danny Garcia, final bell. Sean Porter, final bell. Mikey Garcia, final bell. And even Errol Spence said in the press conference himself, he say, it hadn't been man down in a long time. You haven't stopped nobody in a long time. He was right. So for people thinking that he's going to go in here and stop Yordenis Ugas all from an open workout, no. That's not the way it works, bro. Because Sean Porter looked good in his open workout too, leading up to Yordenis Ugas fight. And we all saw how that played out, didn't we? You know what I'm saying? He looked outstanding for his fight with Sebastian Formella. Elevator music. You know what I'm saying? Thomas on deck. He's a true Bud fan. He know it. Thomas came over here, whoever he is. He's a true Bud fan. Hey, I'm going to offer you this invitation like I do a lot of Bud Crawford haters and naysayers and everybody else in between. There's still room to build up, membership accountability on Team Bud. Hit me in the DM if you need a certificate sent to you. You know what I'm saying? We still got them. Jump on the team, the winning team, man, before this fight goes down for Undisputed. If it goes down, jump on the winning team there, Thomas. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? I would drop the link and say, hey, come up here and say what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? So we can chop it up. But I know you're not going to do that. I know you're not going to do it. But guess what? I wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas. And as you click the link and prove your loyalty to Errol Spence, go ahead and click the link there, Thomas. And you better not be somebody I know, because, man, one thing I pay attention to voices and language and shit. You can click the link and we can chop it up, man. We can chop it up. When you say Bud fan scare, you came to the right numero uno channel. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know what you're talking about. I'm trying to keep it respectfully on the open workout because I'm doing nothing but bigging up, you know what I'm saying, giving adulations and plaudits and just, being, keeping my veracity level up where it needs to be. I'm attempted to stay far away from chicanery and skullduggery. So people won't sit up here and give me emails and say, oh man, you was hating on him. You don't like him, period. No, man, his workout was on par. His workout was outstanding. Jose Cepeda, Bud Crawford, and Jerome Ennis shows us what man down looks like. Unfortunately, I don't think Cepeda will ever get that shot. Jerron Ennis, possibly. Bud Crawford, the jury's still out on that. We don't know. Andrew Charles, man, what's good with it? WCS, salute to you there, Andrew. D-Ray say free hot link available. Yeah, hot link, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight out the boiling water, straight out the pot. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the hot link. I mean, if you're an Errol Spence fan, come on, man, chop it up, man. But a lot of cats don't want to jump on here because they have the same thing they want to say. I don't want to hear man down shit. I don't want to hit big fish, because what's a big fish to a fisherman? Okay, we just debunked that right off the back. Fishermen love catching fish. Okay, especially you swimming in the motherfucking puddle. We can just reach down there and grab it with a hand, and goddamn you flopping around. Hey, yeah. Is it reached? Is the water boiling yet? You don't have to get cleaned up. The water boiling? Okay. Throw you in the damn hot water, goddamn it. It's all good. I just don't want to hear the same thing. He looks better than he did. Okay, he fought Danny Garcia. Cool. But one thing I will say that I'm in disagreement is that he's tried his best to dilute Yordenis Ugas' win over Manny Pacquiao when he himself was smiling when him and Manny Pacquiao were shoulder to shoulder. He was soaking in all the glorification for stepping in there with an 8th division champion, former Hall of Famer, Manny Pacquiao. He was happy. So now you can't say he's a shell of himself when you was about to step in there with him. And you know damn well it would have been the same statement that Yordenis had. Put them on your record. Put them in the closet. You know what I'm saying? Put that medal on your badge, your chest plate, and wear that shit. You got Manny Pacquiao on your shit right now. Come on, man. Both of y'all would have benefited the same. Yordenis just happened to have him greened up on his, and you had an eye injury. Real talk. But you can't dilute it and say Manny Pacquiao, was a shell of himself. So if he's a shell of himself, you should have never wanted to step in there with him anyway. That's just my opinion, bro. Black Belt Ben in the building. He said, "What's good, WCS? What's good with you?" Nah, 147 Errol, or more like Moby swallowing fisherman. Man, I don't know why these cats come up with animals without checking, their predatorial skills. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know orca doesn't, the killer whales doesn't sound cool. You know what I'm saying? Shark seems cool, but it's some sharks that get fucked up by killer whales. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And then dolphin is some of the most smartest fish, but they get fucked up a lot. You know what I'm saying? But that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Tiger whale. That doesn't sound, that's not cool. Blowfish? Nah, that ain't cool. Bluefin tuna? No, that seems like it's something to get eaten up all the time. And I see it on the Deadliest Catch. I don't want to see that shit no more. What about crab? Lobster? Don't want that. It's no really cool fish names, man. Unless you go deep into the predatorial fish. Even the eel. The eel doesn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the ring, Johnny Eel Wilson. Oh, eel as in ILL? No, eel as in, the eels in the water, electricity. He's about to bring y'all electricity. No, this shit don't look right, bro. What about sea snake? No, man. Hell no, bro. That's not doing it, man. Barracuda? Okay, now we getting somewhere. The barracuda, we can rock with that. Errol also said about Manny when he was going to fight him, he said he was just going to be a trophy on the wall. Okay. All right. So now we know that if he was going to be a trophy on the wall for you, he's definitely a trophy on the wall for Yordenis Ugas. So now we know that you, like I said, consider Manny to be the same thing that Yordenis Ugas considers him to be. Both of y'all have to respect the man for what he's accomplished in boxing. But regardless if he was on his way or not, this is somebody who defeated Keith Thurman and took his belt. Y'all weren't saying he was a shell of himself then. But then he come back after a layoff and he can't get that belt reinstated. Man, everybody was talking about, Spence, man down, about to go ahead and fight Manny Pacquiao. It wasn't, it was a lot of people out there that didn't think Errol Spence would be able to beat Manny. Why? Because the only vision, like that reflective recall that they had in their thought process, was him defeating Keith Thurman. So they were saying, damn, Errol have never fought Keith Thurman. Shit. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a tough fight, man. It's gonna be a tough fight right here. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? People was contemplating like they was in between shit. But then when he stepped in there with Ugas, he wasn't shit. He was just a trophy. Nah. You really wanted him on your resume like everybody else, bro. No VADA testing. Yeah, I heard, man. I heard no VADA testing. So you know what that means. Do we know if the fight is clean? I'm up here looking at Gervonta Davis fight when he was 19-0. When he had crossed over to Kevin Cunningham. That must suck, man. Like he went over there when he was still cool with Adrian Broner. He was with Kevin Cunningham. Trainers, man, they have a tough position for real. Because Kevin been with him for a long time, but when they crossed over for Kevin Cunningham is the one in the ring, and Kevin's ringside. That's a crazy training dynamic right there. Seriously. Because trainers get treated like shit, but they play an intricate role in getting the fighter ready. You know what I'm saying? They play a very intricate role in getting the fighters ready, man. He's in there with Jesse Vargas and shit. Anyway, not to get off topic. Yeah, man, the big dolphin. What y'all think about that? The big dolphin. What about the big orca? That shit ain't cool enough? The big barracuda. According to the way you say it and how slick your tongue is, that can sound real nice. The big barracuda. Welcome to the ring, the big barracuda. Man, y'all need to stop, man. Stop. Be serious for one time, for real. But we have the fight, man. It's just good to see him thus far. He looks healthy. I have nothing bad to say about, his training session except, earlier. It just seemed like it was a bit, he should have been prepared a little bit, but he did his media first. He did his media first, which either way is still good. At least he got the media, but the audio was fucked up. Like they was going in and out with the audio. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure why they didn't have enough confidence to allow the audio to be played during the Q&A. And that is the reason why. You had an idiot who asked a dumbass question about Deontay Wilder. And if it was indeed, hold on. I said I was going to hold up for a second. I'm about to find out who that was. I'm going to call my boy. Hold on for a second. Yeah, he went straight to voicemail. So for those of you that's usually the case. I'm gonna tell you why he went to voicemail because I know he up there editing shit. That's what they do. Get the shit out real quick to start getting the views. Because it's all about when you get that footage, you want to be the first one to release it so you can start getting views. So I know what he's doing right now. I know exactly what he's doing. So the audio was great on Fight Hype. Yeah, I mean, because we're talking about the network itself. You know what I'm saying? Like the audio is the audio. Plenty of people are gonna be able to check out the audio, but I'm saying for the network, they really didn't have confidence in recording or allowing a live stream from the Q&A session. Why? Because of what happened. You know, they felt that somebody was going to ask some crazy question, but that's the whole part of media. When you're having a media scrum, man, come on, let us work. Let us work, because there's people there that can pretty much pull that person to the side and escort them out the building if they feel that, okay, like Errol Spence said, Errol has felt. Look, Errol told y'all this is probably why the audio was fucked up the way it is. He's like, you seem like you've been trying to pull something out the entire time. Chill. You need to chill. I respect the shit out of that, because Errol could have said, hey, man, you need to leave. He could have been petty like a Charlo. A Charlo would have been trying to kick motherfuckers out the gym and call them broke. But you know, Errol said, hey man, you've been trying to pull shit out the whole time. Chill. Shout out to King Mitch on deck, man. No VADA testing. What y'all think about it? If that is indeed true, is both fighters good to go for this fight? Like, no VADA testing. Why no VADA testing for this fight? Does anybody have any information? I don't. I'm gonna find out. I'm waiting for my boy to call me back. I'm gonna find out who that was. I'm going to find out who that was. I'm gonna do that. Kimmy said, "Come back. What up? Shouts to the chat. Shout out to you, big dog. You know what it is, man." Agreed, WCS. Errol, keep it respectful and just told the guy to stop. That's as respectful as you can get, man. Without, I'm telling you, it's cool to be respectful sometimes, because I feel when you be respectful to somebody when they really trying to be, hold on, okay, I'm receiving press releases and shit while I'm talking. Damn. Yeah, when you have people that's trying to provocate derogatory reactions, man, they want to see you act out of pocket just so they can have some on camera. It's people that do that a lot these days, and it all starts with putting you on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Asking dumbass questions, putting Deontay Wilder in a media scrum, which has absolutely, I'm talking about 0.00000. Like, what do you get when you add zeros together? Like, is it a point in time? I'm pretty sure it's some type of formula. If you have a certain amount of zeros together, you might have a value of something. But in this case, Deontay Wilder's name in this media scrum or attached to this fight has no relevance at all. Why would you ask, is he coming back to boxing? Just ask him. I mean, that's stupid as fuck, man. That's why we don't get media credentials like that. That's why they don't be fucking with us, because you always have somebody that, like the person that was at Gervonta Davis and Mario Barrios. He's going to ask about a rapper, a hip hop artist. Well, I'm saying a rapper, that old shit. A hip hop artist that Gervonta rocks with, a good friend, that's locked up. And that dude's going to ask about the hip hop artist, dog. Oh, what do you got to say about so and so? It's like, what? Damn. And then guess what happened? This is a knee jerk. This is a knee jerk. This is a tear jerk. And this is a motherfucking impulsive reaction. All right, that's it. No more questions. See, you just fucked it up for everybody. Like, why do that? Why shut it down for the entire media scrum off some person that don't even really cover boxing like that? Somehow, some way, they got approved. They knew somebody. They cover hip hop, whatever, and they came up and showed up to the place. First question out their mouth is, "What you think about so and so?" And he's currently locked up, pending court case. And Gervonta, responds to him in the way he did. And then they say, "Okay, no more questions." I'm saying to myself, why the fuck you shut it down? I mean, we didn't ask the dumbass question. At every media scrum, guaranteed somebody's going to ask the question, because they want to see the reaction. They want the controversy. And look, they're trying to get paid. That goes for the fight hype cats too. They have people that ask crazy questions and the camera's rolling. So if you respond and your facial expression is frown and you're grimacing, glowering at them, and they say, "Oh, that's what I want. Go ahead, Javante. Say something. Say something. Even better, throw a punch. Throw a punch at me, Javante." You know, they're trying to get anything to sue. I've seen it, man. And the person that they're working for don't care because that's what they want. That's what they want. Silly ass reporters. Response was, he's been a Wilder supporter. Yes, stupid. So why ask the question? Hey man, that still was way out of the entire setting of 2.5 weeks out. That was way out of bounds, bro. Wilder don't have shit to do with Errol Spence fighting Yordenis Ugas. Wilder is heavyweight, and this is welterweight, man. Do you think he should retire? Oh my God, man. WCS, I wouldn't be surprised if they asked football players or basketball players back in the day. I bet their thoughts on OJ case if he did it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you spot on with that. I'm pretty sure they put people on the spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure. You know, I would definitely like to sit down with OJ and have an interview. You know, I wasn't too much of a football fan. I'm not a hardcore football fan like that, but he did do what you know what I'm saying? He was something special. He stood out. He was above average. Let's be honest. But it'd be good to sit down, you know, social distance, of course, and have an interview with OJ Dog. Face to face, of course. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know, 6 different cameras, you know what I'm saying? 6 different angles, you know, of course. I want to make sure I make it up out that motherfucker. Because OJ don't play. OJ does not play. That dude got off the biggest case in history, damn near, and then went back and jacked the place to get his memorabilia back, and they put him away, and he still got out. You know what I'm saying? And out here doing what he do, man. I didn't like the old in her mom jeans getting on the reporter's ass though. That's Kelly, man. She works with them. She worked with PBC. Spence already had that situation handled respect from professionally. No, bro. You have no idea, man. You have no idea who. That's how it is. If I was there, it probably would. She probably would have said something to me just because, man. Every time I've been there, it's been something in my ear about something. I just, you know, look over, you know, keep on paying attention to what I got to do. I'm gonna keep that shit short because I don't want to. That's too much info, man. That's too much info because you got people up here that's trying to, you know, keep you from getting credentialed and everything else, man. Black Belt say, "What up, money making Mitch?" Shout out to the boxing section, TBS. What's good with it? Salute to my dogs in the chat, man. Salute to you, bro. I mean, King Mitch say, "Man, that OJ shit will forever be news. Motherfucker went on a chase in the Bronco going 40. Let's not forget about his partner, you know, his good friend who was driving that Bronco. You know, he was driving the Bronco, and I thought to myself, like, is he driving against his will? Or is he driving it because he's down? Like, that's his boy. He's down. He said, I don't give a fuck about nothing, OJ. I'm driving this motherfucker. But OJ had a weapon on him now. But that was his boy. How many of y'all on YouTube would drive a high speed chase for your boy? Not many. Shit. A lot of y'all be trying to do a live, you know, talking about damn different boxing topics, doing a live. Oh, I'm being chased right now, but I want to talk about the current fights that's coming up. You know, I may not be able to do this for several years after this over with, but let me get to the topics and drop them super chats too. I'm gonna leave them to post bail. WCS, isn't that how the Kardashians got famous? Because their dad was on the defense team as a lawyer. Man, I can't even go in. The one thing I won't do on the boxing, I'm not going that far to the right. Hell no, Shawty. I can't do it with you, Shawty. I go OJ a little bit, but I'm not doing them sisters. OJ made the Bronco famous. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. KB on that. And I ain't saying shit about her. I don't have time to be saying nothing about nothing because people be hating, people be dry snitching, all that shit, bro. They be dry snitching on you, bro. They be trying to bring up shit and then Nah, fuck that. Did you hear? Did you hear what he said? Nah, bro. Shout out to my boy, Showtime, Shot News, the sauce talk on deck, man. That's the UGK right there, man. The underground king right there. Showtime on deck, man. Y'all be sure to subscribe to Showtime, man. Stop playing. Subscribe to him while he's accessible, okay? Subscribe to him while he's accessible because there's going to come a time where you might be talking to his PR team. You might be talking to his PR team. Damn, I used to see that dude. Oh, man, for real? He ain't answered none of my DMs. Well, you have to check with my PR team. Spence Jr. said he was on borrowed time. That's not good language. No, he look, one thing he said for sure there, Showtime. He said that he's much older. He understands where he's at. See, when I was saying this shit about Spence on why he haven't moved up yet, people was like, no, he got plenty of time. How? He doesn't have plenty of time. Spence understands that he's only been a champion in one division. So in order for him to enhance or inflate his legacy when it comes to those belts and championships, he has to move up to 154. And it would be a great swan song if that step up would be for the unified titles. I'm just saying. WCS Dominique Wilkins got to be like a king down there. He is. You know what's crazy? Me and him service our vehicles at the same dealership. You know what I call Dominique? I call him Neek. Every time I seen Dominique, I say more than, man, I can't even count. But he does have some type of relation with a certain dealership. For real, he does. And plus he's a commentator and stuff like that. But I call him Neat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say what dealership that is, of course, because we have these different communities, which in that case, you wouldn't be able to do shit. But yeah, I see him all the time, man. You look way back in my catalog, I got some pictures with Neat. Votes UK in the building. What's good? Errol kept it 100 on fighting boots, and Virgil too. He don't want them fights at his age. That's cool. You know. But look, I'm not gonna sit up here, UK. I'm not gonna sit up here and say he ducking. I'm not gonna say it because that'll be petty. I'd rather Errol Spence talk the truth about what he don't want. If indeed I didn't hear the interview, or neither did I hear him say that, because I wasn't here for the entire thing. But if that is indeed the case, it's an easy way to handle this. Like if he's able to fight Crawford, he won't have to worry about fighting Jerome Ennis because Crawford had the belts. And then we have to worry about Crawford fighting Ennis or just moving up. Because at that time, Crawford would have unified in 2 divisions already. So his job is done. You know what I'm saying? His job is done. He just moved up to 154. And whoever he chooses to step on up there, it is what it is, bro. That's all I'm saying. Shaw News, I see it as Spence being a realist. Plus, he was alluding to why he doesn't want any tune-ups. 32 or 33 years old, no time to be bullshitting. Plus, there's more work on your body jumping in a fight camp for a tune-up. You know what I'm saying? He said if he has a tune-up, he might have a freaking, Debbie cream cake, a Twinkie, a ho-ho. He might even have some honey buns. He say sneak a snack. He might be, sneaking some honey buns in there in his room and shit. Because it's a tune-up. But with Udenis Ugas, he even said it. He feel like Udenis Ugas is, on his level. So he gave the man respect across the board that he was on his level. So he's taking the training serious. You know what I'm saying? So that fight cam weighs heavy on your body. It's miles on your body, even for a tune-up, bro. Human highlight, and he snuffed Larry Bird. You know who snuck somebody was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. When they did him dirty, shit, Kareem they better be glad Kareem them heel kick them, do a roundhouse heel kick on the court. No, he did not duck. He said that a loss at his age is hard to bounce back from. They're young and got plenty of time. That's what Errol said. I agree. I disagree with that because we see a lot of fighters that's 30s that's taking an L and be able to get that back. You know what I'm saying? I disagree. Why would it be hard for him to bounce back? Because his name is still out there. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. For a perfect example, look at Lomachenko's name, right? Even though Errol Spence was sitting below Lomachenko on the pound for pound list at one time, when Lomachenko lost, they still kept him on the pound for pound. If Errol Spence loses, I don't see them just wiping him clean off the pound for pound list, because a part of that pound for pound list is based off popularity. It is lined up with popularity too. Popularity has a lot to do with putting butts in the seats too. We really don't know all the criteria, the format for which they base this pound for pound list. But I seriously doubt if Errol Spence takes one loss, they're going to just damn banish him from the pound for pound list, period. Gennady Golovkin. Come on, man. At one point in time, Gennady was on the pound for pound list with no belt. Lomachenko. Alexander Usyk, before he beat Joshua, was on the pound for pound list. And that's coming up from cruiser. He's being honest, though. Crawford not beating Spence, my guy. Absolutely, my guy. Absolutely. We're not going to make this a back and forth, verbal tennis match, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll let some other players to just start. Now, right now, it's 40 love, me. You know what I'm saying? It's 40 love. I'm about to serve for game match point. You know what I'm saying? We just have to wait for the fight to happen. First, I need to collect this 50 from Mitch. And then I'm going to take that 50 and I'm going to flip it and bet some more people when it comes time for the dang undisputed. I'm going to flip that 50 into something like, put some zeros on there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 1 or 2 zeros. Showtime said, Mitch, I feel you, but I don't like that type of language coming from fighters. Hey, man. Like, it's been a lot of language there, Showtime, right? That we didn't think we'd hear from Errol Spence. Even, when he said that he hasn't stopped nobody in a long time. Like, did we expect that come from his mouth when his cheerleader club out here, his cheerleaders out here with their pom-poms and talking about man down, big fish, the truth or dare? They come with all this shit. And I'm saying, damn, the last 3 fights, what? What are we talking about? Get my Russell Westbrook. What, Nick? What? What are you talking about? Nick, what are you talking about, man? Debbie says those little Debbie cookies are fire. Yeah, man. They also put on those calories, though. You know what I'm saying? For a boxer, they can definitely do damage, man. He's coming to the test weight yesterday was 151. And you come back on the week, to start the week, you at 158. Somebody got some explaining to do, bro. Them honey buns are the shit, though. Them honey buns. Spence will beat the fuck out of Virgil Ortiz. Ennis may present a challenge, but not Virgil, in my opinion. I believe at this point in time, Errol Spence stops Virgil Ortiz. And Ennis is a different story Boots is a different story. I'm not gonna lie. Boots would be a different story. Boots is a future world champion at welterweight. And I don't think he's going to unify that division unless he's able to fight somebody with the belts. He's a big welterweight, and I hope he makes a decision just like Xander Zayas did. Xander found out that his performance and his energy and strength wasn't up to par for him to continue to keep winning at 147. So they made a change, and he started fighting 154. Kudos to him, man, for understanding that shit. Kudos to Zayas for saying, you know what, I'm ready. Let's go. And dude's been winning. Boost is gonna have to make that decision too, man, because he's a big welterweight. Dude is a big welterweight. Shout out to Boost Ennis, man. We'll come at what's this special announcement Top Rank got coming up? Haney versus Kambosos. Whatever the announcement is, it has to be official. You have to understand, just because the news is out that Kambosos is fighting Haney. Haney is fighting Kambosos. He signed a contract. It's still out there that Kambosos haven't signed his part. But still, the promotion, only in boxing, promotion always wants to have the announcement credited to them. They want to be the ones who announce it. So that's why you heard Bill Haney on TBV that's saying he want to give the Aussie government time to officially announce the fight. You know what I'm saying? So they want to officially announce the fight. Ortiz and Ennis weren't even mentioned today. Spence spoke on being young and able to bounce back from losing in regards to questions about Devin and Shakur make their fights with subpar deals. Bounce back from losing in regards to questions about Devin and Shakur. I did hear the Devin and Shakur fight, which, in my opinion, and that's my boy who asked the question, myself, I try my best to keep the topic fighter related. The fighter that I'm covering, not any other fighter. I'm not trying to ask about any other fighter unless they're in the division. Obviously, Chris Stevenson and Devin Haney is not at welterweight. So I'm not sure. You got a guy that's in an open workout and you're asking about subpar deals. That's my boy too. Myself, I just try to keep it on fighter relations, related to the fighter at hand right there, the one that's right there in front of me, or somebody else in the division. I wouldn't ask about anything unless it deals with a tragedy or something like that, and they was friends. But besides that, I wouldn't really sway off topic. I got you 100 on Spence. 100 on Spence for what? The Crawford fight? What are we talking about, Ben? I already got a bet with Kane. I'm not investing in Udenis Ugas. Okay, I'm not doing that. I have a bet with Mitch, and I'm trying to contemplate if I want to spend some zeros up on that for this fight. I don't know. I'm not trying to take money out of Mitch's pocket the way gas is right now. I don't want him riding around in a Huffy, and I happen to see him and have my camera on deck. It's not going to be good. I'm going to put that shit straight up on the motherfucking frame on social media. For real. Black belt, salute, brother. Do you have a black belt in any martial arts? Yeah, in Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu. Who was your professor in BJJ there, Ben? Who's your professor? All I was saying is, because I love BJJ. You know what I'm saying? I love BJJ. I just asked him who your professor is to see if he was a competitor or not. You know what I'm saying? Because every professor is different. All I was saying is other fighters and coaches pick up on that type of language. He is the big fish. When you have these monikers out there, that's Showtime. You know well as I do, bro. when you have these monikers, you have to continue to live up to it. Now, it's wild that we can sit up here and talk about age and what a fighter hasn't done up to this point, and we consider haters. But yet, when a fighter identifies that I don't need no tune-up because I'm this age, and that's extra miles on my body at this age, and it's not going to be beneficial for longevity and durability, right? Then, oh man, I like it. I like that. But that's the same shit everybody else clearly sees about certain fighters. Certain fighters we don't talk about like that because they still look a certain way. But then, we have to factor in what happened with Spence and everything. He might have added on some years. I mean, took off some years to his boxing career. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But we hope him the best, man. The big fish, man. I'm just I'm never really caught on to that name, like, for the hype of it all. Like man down, I can see, boom, boom, you knocking cats down, laying them out. But when that goes away, you have to come up with something else, another moniker. The truth, it was the truth. Okay, the truth can be a lot of ways. Still a bit innocuous, not too much sting to it. And then man down, you get that, like, okay, he putting hands on somebody, he's stopping them. All right. That doesn't happen. Then you go to swimming in motherfucking water and shit, becoming a big fish. What big fish? Because one of the biggest fishes out there, they really are not carnivores like that. They're not goddamn hunters. They feed off shit other than that. They don't go up here hunting fish and shit like that. So who's really the big fish? Like, what is the big fish? Y'all tell me. What big fish? Is it a shark? Just let me know. Yes, Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu has multiple fractures in my hand and foot from Taekwondo, so I switched to Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, Taekwondo, man, is mostly a kick striking, striking discipline that involves kicks. I know when my son was in it, they will penalize you if you use your punches too much, But Taekwondo it was never my thing, so it was never what I wanted to be involved in. You know what I'm saying? But I have nothing against Taekwondo. I just feel you should always. Everybody can't be like Michael Venom Page. Everybody doesn't have that reaction speed that he has. Everybody doesn't have that twitch fiber like he does. His twitch game is crazy. Bro. So hey, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, you know what I'm saying? Even though his shit was karate too, but you can see some of that Taekwondo in his striking game. Black belt, been down. That's amazing, brother. From your perspective, which martial art is the most valuable, best to know for self-defense purposes? Well, I know you asked black belt, but I would definitely recommend people put their kids in BJJ. Grappling builds confidence. It definitely built it for my son, especially when he initially started, because you have kids in there that's been in the game for several months. And once your child starts to actually understands the system, they get really hyped up about it, because not every kid understands what it's like to sub somebody by choking them, and that person taps and you let go. They understand what discipline is. They understand what their power is, their strength. They understand how to get to that position before submission. It's a discipline that I like, man. BJJ, I love it. The mat time is I love that art, man. Black belt said Master Robinson in Taekwondo and was a competitor, holds titles for the oldest champion in kickboxing, and BJJ Master was not a competitor. Okay, for sure. Salute to you, bro. Salute for you, for your martial arts experience, man. Not many people, sit up here and say have a title black belt anything because you got so many damn jocks on here. They say, "Oh, black belt in what?" Hey, do you who's your favorite grappler right now, man? Velocity said black belt Ben. You talking about Robinson Taekwondo from Northern Cali? It's right. If you good in your feet, Taekwondo is good, and if you stay in it long enough, it bleeds into other arts. But most fights ends up on the ground, so I would say jujitsu. Most fights does end up on the ground. Real talk. That is not a lie. But the one thing about it, you have some older guys who, like I know some guys that I've seen at BJJ competitions that it seems like every time I see them, these are teachers, professors. They are injured. Look, these dudes have had multiple fractures, multiple broken bones because they don't want to tap. They get their joints dislocated. They get their arms broken. All that shit. They say, I'll be good. I'm like, how are you coming back from broken bones and say you're going to be good? No, that's going to be with you forever. But even with the guy who had multiple fractures and they have scar tissue from breakages and surgeries and shit like that, if they get a hold of you, they still can fuck you up. They might walk around slow, you know what I'm saying? But their main objective is to close distance, wrap the body. And from there on, it is what it is, man. I'm not saying nobody can't get knocked out. Now, I'm not saying, you get a boxer and a BJJ practitioner and it's all bad for the boxer. No, you can still get knocked out now. Come on, what are your thoughts on Hickson Gracie? Is he the GOAT? I saw a documentary on dude. Dude was hardcore. Yeah, he was hardcore, bro. I mean, look, I can't sit up here and say he was the GOAT because when I look at BJJ, I look at the BJJ practitioners that competed. Teachers who compete. Who taught them? Who did they compete against? Did they win or not? You know what I'm saying? The game is so tough. You really have to learn certain fighters. Like if you talk to most fans about MMA, the first thing they mention about grappling is who? The Gracies, right? But a lot of the Gracies did not compete in BJJ. They trained BJJ, but they didn't compete. Carlson, he competed. They have several Gracies on the lower lineage that competed. But when it initially began, like Horace Gracie, they was a part of the UFC, beginning of the UFC. They wanted to implement their family system for the BJJ art into MMA. And that's why you're seeing them as the only ones that was wearing a gi, because no one else know how to use the gi like the Gracies. And you didn't really see him throw any punches. He'll just set it up with a front thigh kick. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll shoot in. That's just to distract you, get you off balance, and then shoot. Once he shoot and wrap you, body lock, whatever, get the takedown. I don't care how big you are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the skill level of them guys was incredible. And they was able to get away with it until the sport started to evolve. BJJ is just too deep. You really have to. It's too many people out there. Like I'm sitting up here looking at who's number one. They got the, look at Cole. Look at Cole Abate. Dude is like 17 years old. 17 years old, dog. And he is a beast. Look at Mikey Musamichi. Crazy. Even though Gabriel Sosa subbed him out at the championships, he's still a bad dude. Musamichi a bad dude. It's just the old guard to the new guard, man. It's just too many names out there. You got Nicky Rodriguez. We already know what he was able to do. They thought he was going to be like sick and he really haven't lived up to everything that he thought he would be when he fought when he defeated Sanchez and went on to lose to Duarte. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think no one can beat him at that time. His aggressive type of grappling. You know what I'm saying? I say, man, this is gonna be tough for anybody, but Duarte beat him, man. Not to get off subject though. Especially if the bones are not set right, them shits hurt for the rest of your life. Every break is different. It is some, it is some guys out here in the BJJ world. Like if you're practicing, okay, cool. But a lot of these guys out here that's really serious and want to be respected. And that's why I asked Black Belt, who raised them, because I like to know what the professors, who they are, because they usually have a history. They usually have a history because you want to know who raised them today, Black Belt. Was his professor a competitor, or did they just train BJJ? I feel the level of BJJ recognition is separated from those who just train it in the gym and those who compete. I don't know. It's very complex, bro. Like I never thought I'll see Doniker, the Death Squad separate, but they had so much going for them, and people was highlighting the fuck out of them, how lethal they are as BJJ practitioners, and now you have you don't even have the Death Squad no more. They totally changed the name. You know what I'm saying? I think the second team is the B team. They call themselves the B team, and they're in the same geographical location as the Doniker school. That shit is crazy, man. Yeah, Black Belt Ben, my nephews used to train for Robinson at their SAC location. See, it's always somebody out here that knows something. Seriously. It's always somebody out here that knows something, especially in California. You know why? California is huge on martial arts. It's a lot of schools out in California due to the weather and everything. Like you can train outside. You can really get some quality training in out there, bro. Boxing, martial arts, MMA. Man, that's beautiful weather out there. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was in California for several years, I didn't wear tennis shoes unless I went to the gym. For several years, I did not wear, like I wear Jordans and shit out here, just lounging. Over in California, man, you get some nice, comfortable sandals. You get some motherfucking nice, comfortable sandals, dog. For real. But has anybody else heard any word on if the Kambosos and Devin Haney fight is signed on both sides? I just keep hearing conflicting stories, and I just want to hear if somebody else did, because I don't just cover boxing. I have to do my MMA research and also grappling. BJJ. They're basically getting qualified for the ADCC trials going on. You know what I'm saying? So they're in qualification rounds for that. That is going to be huge. That's something I really want to attend. ADCC. Man, there's so many grapplers I want to meet out there. You know what I'm saying? I already, when I was in California, had a chance to meet Eddie Bravo several times. 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu. I have pictures with some of his fighters, the Martinez brothers. You got Gio, and you got his brother Boogeyman Martinez. Gio is actually stepping back in there against Micah Musamichi. Yeah, they having a rematch, I think, coming up. Gordon Ryan right now is the man. Gordon Ryan is supposed to he just went up there and fought what's the guy? I forgot the guy he just fought, man. But he was undersized. First of all, he was undersized, and that's another thing I like about BJJ, the absolute division, where you have to reach out and touch your opponent. So the weight difference, yeah, to somebody who don't know anything about grappling, they saying, "Damn, dude's big." There's no way. But if you train BJJ, no, you can do that. You can find a way. It's a system. You can find a way to get your opponent to the mat or something. So Gordon Ryan obviously was levels above his opponent. I forgot his name. If anybody knows his name, just drop it in the live chat. But his top game was just very heavy. And let me look this up right quick. Hold up. I don't like saying. Let me look this up right quick. Gordon Ryan was just having a sparring session with this dude. Let's see. Here you got the ADCC trials going on right now. Who he just Jacob Couch. Yeah. Gordon Ryan versus Jacob Couch. It was very lopsided. The top pressure from Gordon Ryan was just tremendous. And he ended up subbing him out without even totally, he had an S position, S mount, and he didn't even really have to lock in the triangle or anything. The pressure was so much to the fact that, Couch said, "No, I'm tapping. You ain't about to put me in a bad situation like that." So that just goes to show you, man, Gordon Ryan is incredible right now. WCS 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu is kind of a global thing now. I believe they got a dojo over here in Sweden too. Wow. I think they got over 100 dojos worldwide. 100? Wow. Man, I know when seeing Eddie around in Cali, man, like that's a legend right there, man. Just off his defeat over Gracie. That's a legend right there. A legend, man. And it's always a competition. When you hear 10th Planet, shit, that's a dope ass name. 10th Planet? You know what I'm saying? You got to live up to their reputation. So I went to several BJJ matches, with 10th Planet competitors. Man, number love to the 10th Planet system. Number love to them cats, especially Eddie and his other teachers over there, man. Number love for them, dog. That's crazy. Over 100 dojo. Man, I have to do some research over that. I don't know, man. Like I know it wasn't like that several years ago when I was in Cali. They didn't have even close to 30 dojos, man. I definitely don't think they have over 100, bro. No Volatest and Errol is on steroids. Man, come on, stop it, man. Eddie Bravo invitation is good tournament thing. Yeah, the EBI? Absolutely. Absolutely. EBI? Outstanding. That shit is recognized. It's legit. You know what I'm saying? They have SUG too, Submission Underground. They have IBJJF, ADCC. You know what I'm saying? They have so many freaking tournaments. They just had Fight to Win. They had a tournament down here in the ATL. It's just so many grappling tournaments down here, man. At WCS, one time I have a match against this guy. He was 6'6", 300 pounds. Damn. I believe it, dog. That absolute division is a murder. Like, what does it do to somebody's confidence to go in there with a guy that big and absolute and win? Like, I put up this picture before. I don't know if it's still in my. Let me check right quick. Of this guy from a school that I cover. Let me check right quick. I hope he's still in here. Hold on. Let me try to post it right quick. See if it's still around. I might have deleted it. This guy was damn near 300 pounds. This brother. And it was wild. I was trying to show people what you just missed. I was trying to show them how BJJ get down, man. Why I fuck with BJJ, man. Why you should put your there it is right there. Is it? Let me see. Let me see. I don't think this is mine though. I don't think this is my picture. I don't want the picture from online. Let's see. Y'all be patient. It's this picture I took at the tournament. And if you're in the building, man, just hit the like button, man. Show some love. Hit the like button if you're really fucking with the channel, man. Appreciate you. Let me see where that picture at. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it, but I do have one that's on here. That's a perfect example why I respect the shit out of grapplers. I respect the shit out of grapplers because they try to work around the punch aspect, and they're gonna gain entry one way or the other. And they get a hold of a wrist, an elbow, any type of limb. It can be trouble. You can kick, scream all day long, but they pretty much know what they're going to set up. Let me see. Where's that picture at, man? Come back to me. Come back to me. I don't have all day. Okay, here it goes right here. This is not my picture. This is one I grabbed from TikTok. My picture is somewhat similar. The brother had on a blue gi also. But this right here, look at the weight difference. And people think this is fake, this, that, and the other. No, this is what you see. This is IBJJF, man. You know what I'm saying? International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation. IBJJF. Look, this is absolutely real. Look how much weight of a weight difference it is in this match. This shit goes on. Will you ever see some shit like this in boxing outside of heavyweight? No. Look at this shit. Look how small. You have kids going in there with grown ass men at this weight. Can you imagine being a teenager? When you haven't gone to your man strength yet and you going up there against somebody this big, crazy, dog. Crazy. Yeah, WCS. Eddie said he got the name 10th Planet because of his interest in conspiracy theories, because there was a conspiracy theory about a 10th planet in our solar system or something like that. Yeah, him and Joe Rogan, of course. Joe Rogan, it took him forever to get his black belt under Professor Bravo. And them two are absolutely on the same wavelength when they start speaking about that outer space. Those, I'm talking about, we're talking about digging deep into the imaginative neurological system, the psyche of a human being. You know what I'm saying? Not something that you see on a regular basis. This is something that you are thinking about. You are creating these imaginations in your head. You are processing them as if they can become real. And that's the conversations you're going to have with a Joe Rogan, Eddie Bravo, dog. They think way out there. And that's what imagination is, man. Why do you think inventions? Where did inventions come from? Because someone thought about it. I also want to get into Wing Chun. I'm not too motivated about Wing Chun, man. But I'm not against it either. It's an art. Maybe if I actually had enough time to dedicate to it, yeah, it would be great. I always believe in learning from multiple. Like going overseas, you learn multiple systems. You don't stay in one school. You know what I'm saying? Having to visit Thailand and all that shit. You get to visit and study a lot of shit. And they don't play around there. They don't play with being late. They don't play with you coming in, you showing up to school, all this cell phone shit. No, none of that, man. They're very freaking disciplined. Overseas, and I know it's a lot that's over here in the States. The teacher will discipline you, bro, in front of the students. The professor will discipline you, bro. WCS on Wikipedia says there are over 110 Planet Dojos worldwide. Wow. God damn, that shit is crazy. I wonder if Eddie is the sole proprietor to his name. Because obviously it's a franchise. Obviously, it's a franchise. You know what I'm saying? But over 100, that's incredible. That is incredible, man. Oh, at WCS, I was telling you I got 100 on Spence over Crawford. Oh, let's wait till the fight happens. There's no need to make a bet on a fight that may not happen until I'm in hospice care and you coming up there to collect. You know what I'm saying? You knocking on the window. Hey, talking about 100. Give me my money. I'm like, nurse, nurse, please come. You have an intruder. Intruder. I'll be in goddamn assisted living by then, man. They might fight in 2035. Shit. I might be looking like Manny Pacquiao again at lunchtime. This is good. What flavor is this? This is goddamn. Oh, this is black eyed peas and collard greens. Oh shit. They make it in Gerber? Man, I ain't putting no bet out there, man. You might come and collect when I'm in a wheelchair, dog. Shit. But on their website, they got all the locations, and it didn't look like 100 to me, but it was at least 50. That's what I thought, man. Real talk. I'm not gonna be able to research this until I get off here, but I'm not totally true. I mean, I'm not totally educated on that. I could have sworn it was less than 100. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get back in touch with my boy. I want to find out this answer though. Y'all hold on for a second. Damn, man, what's up with that? Is that the old number or what? Let me see. Is that the old number, Shawty? Man, let me see if I have two numbers for that. Okay. Okay. I don't know if they're saying over 100. I just wonder if Eddie still has 100% ownership of his name, or did he sell a percentage of that? Because I'm pretty sure he's still the majority owner. I doubt he would have sold less than 50%. I mean, more than 50% to anybody of his name, because that's his pride and joy. He built that off the back. Shit, he built that off the back, dog. Ben and Bruce Lee. Was Bruce Lee or any martial art movies your inspiration to start training martial arts, or was it something else? Yeah, that shit would be crazy. In the hood, we call that a slaughter. At least it should be. A little guy might submit his big ass though. I just wish, when I was coming up, they had BJJ the way it was. You know what I'm saying? Like 70s and 80s. I was able to dip into a school. Back then, it was just straight up wrestling. You get dumped on your motherfucking head. Most of the time, the shots was so predictable. When you got a fighter that really didn't have hands, you know what I'm saying? But they go in, they want to try to, as we called it back in the day, jack you up. I'll jack you up, sucker. I'll jack you up. Back then it was called jack you up. They go in for a double and then try to slam you. Everybody say, "Ooh," and then when they place you on your back, it's nothing. They don't know what to do. And most of the time, the person that's on the bottom has no idea what to do either. Now, you have kids that's in grade school that's knowing what to do off their back and top position. It's dangerous, man. It's dangerous, man. These kids know how to work that. Even look, if you find a kid that has been taught BJJ and they're active in a school, and they run into a kid that's trying to bully him. They feel that they better this, that, and the other. If that kid in BJJ assumes the position and gets the dominant position and put in a submission, he's not going to choke the kid. I guarantee you, he's not going to choke the kid unconscious and keep the choke on there just to prove a point, because their professor teaches something different than that. You have to have a better spirit than that to go out here and inflict this discipline on somebody for malicious reasons. They want you to be disciplined because you can't kill somebody now. You know, the blood needs 20% oxygen and blood to survive, right? The brain needs 20% oxygen. If you choke somebody out too long, you won't be able to revive them. But when it comes down to some of these kids, they just want to prove a point. Like if you put a kid in an arm bar that don't have any idea how to defend this shit, and just think about the arm bar when it initially was presented. People's like, oh man, the arm bar. But there's so many different ways on how to arm bar somebody this day and time. It's just sick. It's so many ways. Back then, you had a 2-on-1. You elevate the hips. Yeah, I mean, all that shit has changed, bro. All that fucking shit has changed. They have so many different submission setups. The system is absolutely just insane right now. The mat time you have to put in to learn these systems and set your opposition up on a world-class level. Yeah. I like martial arts movies. My main reason I started was to bond with my youngest son. I took it with all three of my children, but my daughter wasn't having it. We was in Taekwondo, Kung Fu, boxing, a lot of boxing, BJJ. I never liked karate, and I didn't stay in Taekwondo long. But mixed martial arts correlated, depending on who you with, encompasses a lot of striking disciplines. So you have coaches for different disciplines. You have a wrestling coach, you know what I'm saying? You have a Muay Thai coach. Had the opportunity to work some Muay Thai, which is beginning. Muay Thai is very painful. You know what I'm saying? It's a very rigorous type martial arts, man. If you do it the right way. But I was appreciative to be overseas and having to go to the rural Muay Thai schools and see some of these kids growing up and see some of the fighters over there, how tough they were, man. The shit that you learn over there that you think, like, look, I always say this, like, you think you have like levels of failure. You believe you have that level of failure to somebody prove that you have much more to the threshold. You know what I'm saying? You could say, oh, this hurts. But no, somebody, you go to a different, no, that's not. You're not even putting out, 50%. Yeah, I am, man. I'm hurting. Man, I can't, man, this is crazy, man. You trying to, and then you get acclimated. And then what used to be your limit is way past. That's in the past now. You have a new limit of failure. You have a new threshold of pain tolerance. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been taught by people who go through this system and they built themselves up in the most harshest manner. Like on base, I'm going to be honest with you, on base was garbage. On base martial arts was garbage. You know why it was garbage? Because you always had parents on the sideline, right? Even the tournaments was fucking garbage because you had the parents on the sideline that's always wanted to put their husband's rank into it. And then if your kid was that kid, they was that guy, and they knew they shit, they'll sit over there and stop the fight. They're breaking the rules. They're this. Or they'll try to talk to you when the match is over and make a big deal. Hey, you need to teach your kids some discipline. And then it comes to a point where you even had some people would try to blackball other service members from these tournaments because their kids were that good. He go in there and watches your child, and then you somewhat close work in the same unit, and that person start treating you different, all because his son, which that guy's a lower rank, fuck your son up, and you're a higher rank, and now you want to say, "Oh, I'm gonna make sure I get him back." Don't worry about it, baby. I'm gonna get him back at work. Yeah, that's a fucked up system about being on base, training martial arts. It's bullshit, dog. My oldest son branched off and went to MMA, and youngest son went off and started doing Muay Thai. You know, my primary would be BJJ and Muay Thai. Real talk, because Muay Thai, depending on who teaches you, um, you can learn some very solid striking skills with the kicks. You know, the elbow, the elbow technique is amazing, and the rhythm that they get you in for Muay Thai is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Punches, kicks, elbows. You know what I'm saying? Muay Thai is a tough sport, man. Muay Thai is a tough sport. You can fuck somebody up with Muay Thai because it's not karate and it's not taekwondo. They fight with a whole different rhythm in their striking process. Yes, both of my sons and daughters wanted to quit. The first time I went through, I forgot the terminology. It's been so long. Um, they have a special um, I have a special term for deadening the nerves of your striking limbs, your primary striking limbs, like your elbow, your knuckles, your shins. I forgot the technique, but the method can be anything. Real talk. It can be it can be different types of substance, like from beginner to advanced, for real. Like when you initially start this process of building up that tolerance, deadening the nerves in your knuckles so you can punch hard subjects and shit like that. It's brutal. I'm not gonna lie, it's brutal, especially when you talk about the shins. Very, very brutal process, man. A lot of swelling, bleeding, healing, swelling, bleeding, healing, swelling, bleeding, healing, over and over again to the point where you say, "Oh shit, okay, do that again," and your shit really started to take place. A friend of mine, man, his knuckles looked like he had a piece of leather under them. Uh, he had chose to stay overseas after he got out the military, and he had been training over there, and he went through all the what is called barbaric um what's the other word I'm looking for. I wouldn't call it animalistic, but he went through all the rigorous training that would be considered barbaric a little bit. And you look at his knuckles, it looked like he had a piece of leather on his knuckles. The callus was so crazy from him doing those deadening techniques all the time and teaching that shit, that he had no more feeling in his knuckles. He can punch anything like a steel brick. It was no more. He did it so much, his shit was dead. You know what I'm saying? His shins looked like, that shit. It was beat the fuck up, dog. My youngest son, mom from Thailand, I was really close with her parents. They saw how good I was and wanted to me to train in Muay Thai in Thailand. You should have. You should have. Like real talk. Even Japanese jiu-jitsu is crazy. They're grappling over there. Crazy. It's just too much, man. Like I was over there damn near 7 years, man. It's crazy. Like Japan, I love Japan, man, because it can take you to some of those places where you can learn these dark techniques. Damn, what's the word I'm looking for this technique? Um, Caveman type technique. That's what it's called, like caveman training and shit. They call this like caveman training that you go through to build yourself, to build the tolerance up, and it's painful as fuck. From your experiences, do you feel that martial arts community is very welcoming to new people? Like even if you're in 39, if you're in your 39s or 40s and train for first time, are people welcome? It's depending on what school you in. It's depending on what you taking. Because if you too old, you come to Muay Thai and you want to train the caveman technique to get your shins right, your elbows, your knuckles, and just get the rhythm down. Like if you do it from the original, you know what I'm saying? If you go to one of the original schools and they teach you the history of how it's not easy, and that'll be tough. But if you come over here to the US, depending on who you with, a lot of schools are teaching all around mixed martial arts right now. They have teachers from different categories that teaches. But for Muay Thai, it's always good to have those teachers from Thailand. You know, they have certified credentials. You'll find out. A lot of these guys have competed on the highest level. And it's good to have those type of guys. But believe it or not, if you take a guy who's in Thailand who came up and trained, and from what I seen, which was very, very strenuous and very, very damaging to your body. If they brought that over here, that would have to be an acquired taste for you to put your kid in a school like that. Because sooner or later, your kid's gonna have to go through that same training regime and build up their tolerance. And a lot of people over here, they don't like that. They feel this abuse. It's abuse. So it all depends on what school. Like BJJ, they usually welcome, man. Very disciplined, welcome, but everybody teaches different. Somebody don't want to bring nobody into a school. It all depends on the professor, bro. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you what these professors don't want in their school. It's not my school. It's not my school. But I've seen some old guys in BJJ. They loved it. I've seen older guys, the most problem I've seen with older guys is in boxing. Because sooner or later, if you're in boxing and you dare to learn, you go in there and get some sparring in, it gets a little wild. You know what I'm saying? It gets a little, your age is right there dancing around. Your age is dancing around. You say, oh, you stupid looking motherfucker. Get your ass out the ring. What the fuck you doing? Pop, pop, pop. Look at you. You looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's your age talking to you. So you're saying, maybe not boxing. I'm going across the street. I'm going to take up some BJJ. In Taekwondo, you can do it. I'm saying they can put you in a master's program or something like that. The masters, have you compete in the masters. Something like that. Not too bad. But boxing? MMA? You really have to have the body for that shit. Like you got to train all aspects of mixed martial arts. You got to train your boxing. You got to train, get with a kickboxing specialist. We didn't even mention kickboxing. You know what I'm saying? You got to train your wrestling, your grappling, and then combine all that shit together in sparring. It's a lot, bro. What you was in Thailand for? You say your youngest son, mom, was from Thailand. Did you meet her in Thailand? Overseas? Were you in the service? What's the deal with that? Was she over here in the States? I'm just curious. Were you in the military? What's up with it? Yeah, numb knuckles, man. Believe it or not, Mitch, I'm telling you, man. When you when you desensitize your bones and the nerves that you have in your what they call them, just say your hands, you start to build a callus from punching rocks and hard subjects, hard type of grain. Like it's different granules that they go through to build up tolerance, to your striking. It's different for each school, but you can actually get your shit to the point where you don't feel anything anymore. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, man. That's why you see guys in there kicking, right? Absent of Chris Weidman and Anderson Silva, because both of them snap their legs in the same way. That's crazy. But when they kick each other and they hit shin to shin and they keep fighting, bro, they shit is dead. I'm not saying they don't feel something, but not like if you never kicked anything in your life and you kicked and somebody checked you, that type of pain, you're going to stop. You're going to be like, oh shit, man, this ain't for me. Can I have my discharge papers, please? Yeah, I'm done. Um, that was my backup plan. I was drafted for baseball by the Yankees, but ended up tearing ligaments in my wrist. Okay, that's what's up, man. Never know who in the chat. Never knew who in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Damn, that's what's up, bro. Debbie says no. I went to high school with her. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I had a real close Asian friend, who I believe was Korean. I still remember her name, Hook Young. I still remember her name today. She always used to sit up there in track practice, and people used to think we back then it's called going together. They thought we was going together. You going together with Hook Young? You met her parents? If you haven't met her parents, you need to go meet her parents. No, I'm not meeting her parents. Back then, they were still grimy. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. But yeah, shoot, me and her was good friends, man. Whatever. That's cool. That's good to know, bro. That's real shit. That's good shit, man. Because most of the time, you get people who Thailand. The girl was Thailand, Australian, Hawaiian, Japanese, Korean, Filipino. Most of the time, they was overseas. They was in the service, man. I'm serious. I'm just being honest. Most of the time, they was overseas. What else is popping, man? I see Boxing News 24 have up here that Errol Spence said profit discussions can begin after the Ugas fight. Okay, we'll see. Moving on. Conor Ben saying that people criticizing him for the Van Heerden fight. Of course. But keep on doing what you're doing there, Conor. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going still trying to make a name. You have plenty of time, youngin. You still have plenty of time, bro. Devin Haney doubts Tank Davis would change once contract up with Floyd. Well, from what I do know and understand is that Gervonta Davis is going to stay in the yard, just absent of any boundaries dealing with Mayweather Promotions. He's still going to, be tied in to Al Heyman and so forth, and he's just not going to have Mayweather as promote him. That's what I'm hearing. Point blank, cut and dry, simple. I don't want to talk about Gennady Golovkin. I really don't understand why Canelo is going to show him any type of respect for waiting for a trilogy. Really, nobody's trying to see that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about Sean Porter rating Ugas above Spence. What is that about? You know what I'm saying? Why would Sean Porter rate Ugas? Even though, look, one thing Sean Porter can say, he fought both fighters. But why do you think, does he have a motive for rating Ugas over Spence? Do you believe it's like neutral? He's just giving a non-biased opinion? Or does he have some type of motive for hyping up, this fight on the outside, even though he has no involvement whatsoever? Do you believe Sean Porter is being genuine about Ugas rating him above Spence? Because Ugas never scored a knockdown. I'm saying he never scored a knockdown with Sean Porter, but Errol Spence did. I'm just trying to find out the angle for which Sean Porter is trying to drive this narrative. That's all. I see Joe Goosen, trying to put that Ryan Garcia soup out there for you. Man, y'all hold it down. It's been a pleasure. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Until next time, turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. I'm out.